We play and call it work.
Hey there viewers, welcome to another episode of War of the Realms. Today we have a slightly special one, a little out of the normal that we do here. Trevor here and Luka here from MiniWarGaming to play a game of Age of Sigmar naturally. Trevor brought in a new army. He brought in his Kharadron Overlords that you said he'd been working on for the last 6 months.
Yep.
Why don't you give, before we look at them, why don't you give the viewers a script? What is the plan?
So, this was the answer to what would happen if Kharadron Overlords took Orc and Goblin conscripts into their army.
Yes.
The chemist is my general. He is a very ambitious chemist. So, one day, after a long season of raiding and hostile takeovers,
Right.
he decided it had been too long since he'd had a griff steak or some ogre sausages. So he decided, you know what, I'm going to open up some trade routes in Ghur.
What a great place to trade.
Right.
And because you go there, you find so many conscripts, right? And you bring him into the fold because
Yeah.
maybe he's stranded there.
Well, hey, you know, who knows the backwoods of Ghur better than an orc? So
Exactly.
he found some particularly cunning orcs.
Yeah,
And you know, it's really easy to control orcs and goblins.
Is it?
Gretchens, rather. Grotts. So the Grotts, all you do is give them shiny stuff. They're happy. It doesn't even have to be ether gold, buddy. It can just be normal gold. And then the orcs, they're just happy as long as they're fighting.
Right,
So
just put them at the front,
fighting.
keep them at the front, keep them fighting.
Exactly.
So that's the idea between his Kharadron Overlords. There are a lot of conversions, a lot of orcs included in as replacement models for certain other things that you would normally bring in a Kharadron Overlords army. And we are playing in the realm of Ghur. We have a little narrative. We're going to be using a match play scenario. We'll figure that out when we get to it, but there is a narrative behind this. Without further ado, let's go look at both of the armies that we're using, the table we're playing on, and another reminder, if you want to come in and play some Age of Sigmar here with us at MiniWarGaming.com, all you have to do is go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge, and we can set that up for you. That also applies to 40K and 30K, too, if you want to come by and play some 30K with us.
You guys don't play 30K.
Yeah, we do, but we need you to come in and play 30K here, because without you, we can't play 30K. We have to play, well, I shouldn't say we have to play. We play the other games instead. 30K. Today I'm playing the Slaves of Darkness to represent Barbarian Hordes that serve two different purposes in this game. They are both dragon trainers, so they're on Ghur. They go around, they capture dragons. They make that their job. That is how they identify. They capture dragons, they train them, they bring them into the fold. But at the same time, your chemist is going around hunting for meat, and, well, what would be more valuable than dragon meat?
Very true. Big payday.
So that is why you're here fighting against me. Now, for this army, I kind of wish there was a barbarian army that, followed the rules of destruction, but the closest thing I have are the Slaves to Darkness, which I'll be playing them as Slaves to Darkness. They're probably going to be Chaos Undivided, so no real Chaos mark, unless it gives them a benefit, because I'll try and at least give them benefits. They'll probably be Khorne across the board, because that's how barbarians would be best represented, but without being Khorne. So I'll say that they're going to be Khorne across the board for the purposes of the Chaos Lord on Manticore and for the Chaos War Shrine. My overall general will be this Lord of Chaos on a Manticore. He will be Wizzy, he's going to have the flail and the spear. For his command trait, he'll go with Eternal Vendetta. He gets to reroll failed wound rolls for his melee weapons if he targets Order, which is all of Trevor's army. That'll hopefully work out. And I did one swap out for the Relic. So my next two heroes are going to be a Chaos Sorcerer Lord over here. And we're going to have another Lord of Chaos. I know this is not an actual Lord of Chaos model, but he's got a banner because I want him to have the banner of the Demagogue artifact. Because why not? He is going to give +2 bravery to all friendly Slaves of Darkness while they're wholly within 12 inches of him. And if you're not familiar with what the Khorne rule is, my Slaves of Darkness get to reroll failed hit rolls of 1 if they're wholly within 8 inches of a Slaves of Darkness hero as well. Now I've got a lot of battle line here. I've got 2 squads of Chaos Warriors, which are all weapon and shield. Another battle line will be this horde of 40 Marauders. We're going to have them all have their axes and shields, so they'll have a 5-up armor save, and they just hit on 4s and wound on 4s, other than their Barbarian Horde rule. Next up we have 2 squads of 5 Chaos Knights who will have the glaives and the champions and the musicians, but no banners. I am bringing 2 chariots. One unit of 2 chariots. And Chaos War Shrine, this is a stand-in model. I don't want to use the other one because I'm trying to stay as far away from Chaos as I can. Then by Chaos, I mean the actual creatures of Chaos. Because the other one's being carried by those two weird hulking Chaos spawn. And lastly, I'm allying in some Chaos Ogres. So I'm using the points cost of normal Ogres because they have very similar rules. But these are Chaos Ogres. And, well, they follow the Chaos Allegiance, so they can be allies. And I just feel like Ogres are a good addition to any Barbarian army. I seen them and I'm like, oh, I gotta add them to my army. They gotta be a part of it. So it took me a little bit to figure out how to add them. Because they do have rules on the app, but they don't actually have points that I could immediately find. So I went with the Ogre rules and I paid 240 points for the unit.
Cheater!
Cheater, thank you. And lastly, we are in the realm of Ghur, which means we get to add extra monsters to the battlefield that they're flippy-floppy between the sides depending on whomever they are closest to at the start of a battle round. The easiest way to explain this, I'll get to that when we set up the table, but they'll join my side if they're closest to Trevor's army, or they'll join Trevor's side if they're closest to my army. Here we have Trevor's army. This is his Kharadron Overlords with a lot of conscripts.
So they're called Grim Sparks Raiders is the name of this
nice.
army.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Grim Spark right here. He's the general. He's my chemist.
He's the ambitious Aether Chemist.
Yes. To his right, to your left, there's another Aether Chemist there. He is suspiciously green, but what happens when you feed a squig Aether Gold? Well, he belches it back up in a fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's two of my heroes there. Beside them, I also have an Admiral running the show, helping to run the show there. And then we'll get into battle line, I guess, from there. We have 3 units of 10 Arcanauts with 3 Skyhooks apiece.
And they're all Skyhook boys. And you got some Gretchen standing in?
Yeah, so exactly. Some conscripts to be a bit of fodder, you know. Then we also have 10 warriors. These are Dwarden warriors. Again, suspiciously green, but I assure you they are. And they are going to be supported by a custom Rune Lord to their left there, who has a anti-magic torpedo on his staff. Yeah.
So why don't you tell him the idea of the torpedo? What is he digs it in the ground?
He digs it into the ground, it drills in a bit, and then his instruments on the left tell him when to launch, and he launches that torpedo, and it impacts the magic midair and takes it out.
So as a rule, so this is a stand-in for a Rune Lord, not a 2-up. He automatically dispels a spell.
Correct, yes.
Or unbinds a spell,
Yes,
I should say.
He's got a 2-up unbind, just natively. Doesn't need anything for it. It's great.
And these guys are stand-ins for Dwarf Warriors.
Dwarf warriors, yes.
Who are going to be your front line, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Longbeards are better, but point costs worked out better to have warriors in this alpha list, you may say.
And this guy represents your musician?
He is my custom musician. Just a lot of guns on a drum. And the one beside him is the sergeant, and they do have a banner. It's just hiding.
Oh, is it?
I swear they have a banner.
It'll be the punchy fist guy for
Sounds
now.
good.
The guy
Sounds
standing right
good.
beside him.
Yeah.
We'll make it the guy with the red hair because he's easier to identify.
Mm-hmm. So no KO army is complete without Endrin Riggers. In this case, we have 9 Endrin Riggers.
Is this one unit of 9?
This is 1 unit,
Woo.
9 Endrin Riggers. They have 2 grapnel launchers, so don't worry, it's only 7 saws.
Yeah. So it's still scary if a chemist hits them.
Yeah, they may or may not go in the ship.
May or may not,
we'll
okay.
see. But their sergeant is their mizzen master is what he's called, is the Grott in the front there.
He stood out.
I think he's my favorite piece of the whole army.
I like how he's the sergeant.
Of course he is.
He's got a lot of those little weird bombs. Well, I guess all the little ones are floating him up, helping him.
That's exactly it.
And then the rest of the conversions used were, what are they called?
40k Storm Boys.
Storm Boys, that's what it is.
Exactly.
So they
I
already
think
have their jetpacks.
Yeah, and so I've added in dwarf bits here and there. They all have, or most of them have dwarf weapons at least. You know, I tried to get the rivet guns on there and stuff.
Yeah, and you even have like some of the proper weaponry on them too, with the rivet gun and the
Yeah.
actual saw, which is kind of
Exactly.
cool. I like that.
Yeah, I tried, you know. It's fun. This has been the most fun project I've ever worked on.
Like, yeah, so Trevor came in with this idea over 6 months ago, and he's like, I'm going to start working on this. I hope it works out. I'm like, you know what? It sounds ambitious, but I like it. And it works. Especially if you're like, this army just travels Ghur all the time.
That's it, yeah.
And they just keep restocking their conscripts, and
That's right.
it's beautiful.
So this list includes a little bit of fat. In this case, there's a Grunstock gun hauler who has its uses, but he's just there to fill out points at the moment.
Yeah, use a filler because this is not the final.
No, this isn't the final version of this list, but I couldn't wait to play it. So
Right. So you had to put it down. I mean, it's why I'm playing Slaves to Darkness, right?
The next guy there will be Brock Grungnissen, who is the only named character for KO. He's a powerhouse, but is never as useful as you'd like him to be, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, but he's a cool model, great model. And then the next thing is the frigate. Every KO's got to have, at least one transport ship, so we got a frigate.
That's
He can
good.
hold 10 boys, up to 15, if he needs to. The engine riggers and Brock can also hang on free of charge.
Right, because it's kind of hang off the sides of it as they float around. It's got the Great Sky Cannon, it looks like.
So I didn't go through artifacts and abilities and stuff. I apologize.
Right. What Skyport are you playing? Or are you playing a custom one?
This is Skyport Barrack Urbaz, which means that the chemists can each buff one extra unit of quote-unquote Skyfarers.
Woo!
They also get to reroll battle shocks if they're within the enemy's territory.
Okay.
They also get to pile in an attack or shoot as if it's the shooting phase or combat phase, whichever you're doing, once per battle in the hero phase, in my hero phase.
Is that like once per battle per unit kind of thing?
No, so it's just once per battle. I get to choose a unit. They have to be within 3 inches of an enemy unit.
Okay.
But then they can either shoot as if it's the shooting phase or pile in an attack as if it's the combat phase.
Alrighty.
It's a little bit of something. I, of course, have there's no trading with some people.
That's a standard, yeah.
Right. This Barrack Urbaz also gives me an extra artifact.
Yep.
So I actually have 2 artifacts in this list, plus the Endrin work, which you get. So the great Endrin work I'm taking is going to be the last word on the Grunstock gun haulers.
There you go.
Cannon. Yeah. So when he gets charged, he's going to get fire his cannon once.
Gotcha. And just that normal, yeah, it's like an Overwatch.
My general Grimspark there, the chemist, he is going to take nothing. No, sorry, he's going to take Earbuster.
Oh, what's the Earbuster do?
So the Earbuster forces your enemy to take a battle shock test immediately after his damage is done.
Oh!
So you end up taking 2 battle shock tests in that.
That's kind of cool.
round.
So he shoots you with this weird chemical flamer thing and then you take a battle shock?
And
Okay.
his chemical flamer is like 3d6 shots, and so
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it can be pretty useful. The Admiral is going to take the Griff Feather Charm, giving him -1 to hit, -1 to be hit rather, and also +1 to move.
Okay.
And I think that's the artifacts. Yeah, I think
It's just a flat -1 to hit, no other stipulations?
I believe so. It might be on shooting attacks.
Okay.
We'll double check. But yeah, it's a -1 hit.
And that's it. That is the mixed force of orcs and Kharadron Overlords all converted into one happy army.
One happy little unit.
Oh, and we also forgot the monster that we're bringing is the infamous Magma Dragon.
Yes, exactly.
So we got these bad boys in from Forge when we figured we'd give them a shout out on the battlefield.
Amazing.
Throw them on the battlefield.
He's been doing a lot of stuff worldwide, so I hear. So I wanted to try him out for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. He's kind of got a weird like little beak face.
And you can't have an army from Ghur and not play the battle in Ghur
Right.
with monsters.
Right.
Like, come on.
You can have to buy a couple of monsters or a collection of monsters
Oh,
if you're playing
100%.
against people and you're like, oh, we're playing in Ghur, here's the monsters we're using.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of
exactly.
cool. All right, let's go take a look at the table and the scenario we're playing. Here is the table Trevor and I are playing on for today's game. If you're curious to recreate this table, it's the outskirts of like a barbarian encampment. A lot of heavy woods in the realm of Ghur. This table, or this mat here, is from Urban Mats. We got terrain here from printable scenery, such as all the barbarian kind of things. I find it works really well for just chaos in general, those kind of armies, or specifically Slaves of Darkness. And we got some foreground trees and greenleaf trees, and that's from Greenleaf as well. Just a good little collaboration of different terrain that works well together. Now we're doing a scenario, one of the match play scenarios. So one of the 18, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a D3 and then a D6 to figure that out right now. So Trevor will have the honors, the green one will be the D3. So we are playing scenario 3 on table 2. We roll Duality of Death. The way this one works is there are 2 objectives. I've just shown them off. One here, one over there. You don't use the normal scoring rules for this scenario. What you do instead is only heroes and behemoths can control them, and they only control them the moment they move within 3 inches of them at the end of any subsequent, at the end of any move. At the end of any type of move apart from a retreat move, so that's a pile-in, running, stuff like that. As long as you don't retreat within 3 inches, you control it. And it's the first one to control it. You can't control it with multiple heroes or behemoths. It's only the first one that arrives. And the way it works for scoring is you score 1 point at the end of your turn if you control it, and then you get an additional point that stacks up every turn after that. So if you control it for 2 turns, it's worth 2. If you control it for 3, it's worth 3, etc., etc. This game goes to 5 turns. Whoever has the most at the end wins. And one thing to note is if you have a hero within 3 inches of the objective but don't control it because another hero was there first, you have to slay that hero, or monster, or behemoth I should say, to gain control of it. And if you do so, the one who slayed that hero or behemoth immediately gains control of it. So again, the first monster, or the first behemoth or hero to land within 3 inches of it controls it until something kills them off of it, or if it leaves. And that is it. So it's going to be a little bit harder with the Kharadron Overlords because you only have the 3 heroes.
So I actually have 5 heroes.
Oh, you do have 5.
I do. I have 5 heroes.
Oh, the Rune Lord!
4 of them are on foot.
Yeah.
And are pretty squishy. Well, actually, yeah, 4 of them are on foot. 3 of those are pretty. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
Does the frigate count as a
I have no
behemoth?
behemoths, no.
Is it an artillery or war machine or whatever?
War machine.
It's a war machine.
Yeah.
Mm. Now the dragons we do have join our team, so they will count towards behemoths as well, as per the rules of the Ghur Realmscape feature. We're going to roll a d6 for the Realmscape feature as well on Ghur. We got a 5. Alright, so that is the Beast of Ghur, which says Trevor and I are going to roll off now. And whoever wins the roll-off gets to set up an additional beast as per the rules. I got a 6. So I am going to set up the Forge World Amethyst Dragon, so the Kamiala's Amethyst Dragon. And we rolled off. I won. I'm, for the pure sake of being lazy, my army's behind me, so I'm going to deploy over here. Trevor's going to deploy over there. And we'll get right back to you. Trevor and I have finished deploying. On my left flank, I have my Chaos Ogres with some Knights. We got the Chariots, supported by my Lord of Chaos on Manticore. 2 squads of Warriors of Chaos, one in front of the other. We have the... the name is escaping me. The Chaos War Shrine. We have my Lord of Chaos with his banner relic. We've got the Chaos Sorcerer Lord, the Marauder Horde, and on the final right flank we have more Chaos Knights. What do you got, Trevor?
So on my left flank we've got some Brock happening. We got a Grunstock gun hauler up on the top. We got some boys in some cover. These are the Arcanauts with the skyhooks. And then over in the middle, we've got the main bulk of the force. We got the warriors, an admiral, a chemist, and another set of skyhooks with the Arcanauts, and then a frigate off to the side, which I'm trying to decide if I want to use Fleetmaster to use, because I totally forgot that I have Fleetmaster.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that Fleetmaster is a commander, and that lets you redeploy the said frigate.
Yes.
And the frigate's
it's
got...
a ship, so I could do the frigate or the...
Oh, the gun hauler. Okay.
But...
Do you want to do it? Redeploy it? Because we're about to start putting monsters down now.
Do we do monsters first? Or the
no, monsters are after the setup is complete.
So I have to redeploy now.
Yeah.
I need to think about it. Sorry.
No problem.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, we're going to choose to not redeploy. Now, there's the option to redeploy over here to contest this objective, but you want to focus fire over here and work your way over?
I think that's the way to go with it, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Splitting this army up is not usually a good thing.
No, the KO don't usually work well. Independent.
They need to be wrapped like onions.
So the way that the monstrous beast setup works is the player who finished setting up first deploys their monster first. Anywhere on the table that is more than 9 away from another monster set up in this way, and more than 9 away from either army. The first drop from Trevor is the Magma Drake, who is more than 9 away from these Chaos Knights.
We've freed him from his bondage,
and he appreciates that.
After you, yeah.
He is a fickle creature. And because of the Realmscape feature, I got a second dragon because I want to roll off. So this green dragon is going to go over here. This is the Warp Fire Dragon, and the second dragon is the Carmine Dragon. These are all from Forge World if you want to check them out. But so it looks like the Kharadron Overlords are flanked by dragons. Now, granted, this one is closest to me, so if Trevor chooses to go first with the Kharadron Overlords, he'll be able to actually play with this dragon as well, and he'll just absolutely wreck my lines. But on my turn, both those dragons are mine. The way the dragons work, which I should explain, is at the start of every battle round, they check to see who the closest model is. That means that model is going to be the prey. That dragon joins the other team's forces, and Trevor has full control over this is the example. He's closest to the Chaos Knights, so he joins Trevor's team. Trevor has full control over the dragon. Now, in the case of these two dragons, the only closest models are Trevor's. It doesn't matter on the distance. The closest model could be the opposite end of the table. That dragon still joins the opposing player's army, and then that player gets full control over the dragon. So the double dragon in the back can just get shot down, no problem. But that means he's also using his first turn of shooting, which is Kharadron Overlord's most powerful turn, I like to imagine, in my experience facing them, to shoot down some dragons, because they're fickle.
So yeah, that's one of the things that I actually disagree with on KO.
Is it? Yeah.
In current meta, anyways.
It's just right. To be fair, every Kharadron Overlord's army I fought has done that same build, but they've lost every game.
Exactly.
It's not great. There's something wrong with that strategy. I find.
It's true. I think we've gotten ourselves into a bit of a pickle here with the dragons. My hope was to show what a KO army can do.
Yeah, now we're playing on the realm of beasts.
This is a different game,
yeah.
And I'm so happy about it. I could not, this is the game that everybody says you'll never get to play,
yes.
And we're getting to play it. This is amazing.
This kind of throws strategy out the window. And the realm of beasts is specifically fun here, because we just have so many beasts we could use. Today, I chose that my barbarians are dragon tamers, and they've been released throughout all the chaos of battle. This is like a reinforcement force coming in to alleviate all the or to kind of match your march. Our scouts caught wind. We made it here just as you made it here, and we've unleashed the dragons, but they aren't fully tamed yet. Mm-hmm. They aren't fully tamed yet. Mm-hmm.
So I forced you to release them early.
Do you want turn 1 or turn 2?
I am going to take turn 1.
That makes sense.
Normally with this list, I go second. It's a big deal to go second, and then you play for second turn, double turn.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just going to go first this time.
Because of the two dragons in your back lines? You have no choice. So it'll be turn 1 Kharadron Overlords. Yeah. It's hero phase time, Trevor. You get
hero phase!
You get 1 command point. 1 command point. What's the plan here? Unless you're at 1950. Are you at 1950?
No, I'm right at 2. Right at 2K. So the plan here, the first thing I'm going to do is actually drop some boys out of the ship.
Disembark. That's the first thing you have to do. That's right.
Yep.
Everyone has left the ship, so we have your engine riggers, and you got the 2 Arcanaut companies.
Nope, 1 Arcanaut company and a chemist.
So right, the chemist. That's right, because the other 2 are one's there and one's there.
Yeah. All right, so on the frigate, we're going to go all hands to guns. Then we're going to do some more hero-y stuffy.
Aether Chemist here.
This guy's an Aether Chemist. He's going to give his buff to these Arcanauts and these Arcanauts here.
Because he can choose 2 because of his Skyport.
Because these are Baz, exactly. This Chemist is going to give 1 buff to the Saws on these Engine Riggers.
Right.
And then 1 buff to the Skyhooks on these Arcanauts.
And I'm assuming both the Skyhooks and these squads were buffed, not their cutters, not their pistols.
No, well, maybe. No, just the Skyhooks.
The Skyhooks, it is.
Just the Skyhooks. So the Admiral is going to spend his single command point that I have, and he is going to give everybody in a 12-inch of him bubble of no battle shock.
No battle shocks for them. Gotcha. That's pretty much hitting actually almost everything. Maybe the engine rig. Probably the engine riggers. Is it wholly within or just within?
It's we'll double check.
All right.
Yeah.
It's only within 12 during the battle shock phase.
Yes.
When that takes place. Rune Lord is up next. There's this wonky orc.
He's going to pray. So on a 2 up, he is going to give the warriors Ancestral Shield.
So yes.
So yeah, they now have a 6 up
Feel
damage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to ignore damage. Yeah. One thing I want to note is this is officially Trevor's monster for his army, and these are mine until Battle Round 2 comes up. Yeah. Movement phase starting with Brock. What's his play?
So Brock is going to move.
Oh, he's going to fight the dragon?
Yeah, he's going to come fight this dragon.
Oh, I think I'm going to lose both my dragons right away.
So he's going to come to 3 inches, wherever that is.
These Arcanaut company move within 12 of the dragon, just so they can shoot their pistols as well.
If he goes 12, so he's just going to jump right up there. So we got to bring these guys back a bit to deal with this dragon that's back here. So he'll come back this way.
He's going to take some skyhooks and then take the Lord Magnet himself. Magnete? The Magnet?
The Lord Magnet?
Yeah, the Lord Magnet.
I love it.
That squad's there. What about the front squad of warriors?
The front squad of warriors are also going to move. I think they're actually going to use their double move.
Right.
So they have an ability where they don't roll to run, they just roll, they take a 4.
Yeah, they
so
march
do a double.
instead. Yeah.
Now, it isn't a march, which sucks for me, because if it was a march, they would then be able to shield wall at the end of the movement.
Oh, yeah.
But they can't, so they have to have not run or charged to use shield wall, and the march still counts as a run.
Yep.
Measure, but roll for it.
Yeah. This gives them that 8-inch movement, a little more guaranteed as they come up the field. You have to have the musician for that, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. There they are.
Yep.
Are they going to be followed by the Rune Lord?
They are going to be followed by the Rune Lord. He only moves 4 inches, so put him up there. We're going to move the engine riggers first. They have a 12-inch move.
Is it going for this dragon?
Yeah, they don't need 12 inches right now. They can just...
Staying 3 away. Chemist is staying still. What about the Arcanaut company?
The Arcanaut, we're going to move the frigate first, actually, because it needs to get out of the way.
That's the only... I can't remember. Did you
5
put...
inches, so I did use all hands to guns on him, which means his movement is halved.
All right.
So he only moves 5 inches right now.
To the other side of the fallen tree.
Just like so.
And the Arcanaut company takes the spot of the frigate.
Yeah.
With their eyes on the Carmine Dragon.
And
making the Admiral a little more central at the end of the movement phase there.
Yep.
So shooting time, where do you want to start? A lot of options.
Yeah, so many options.
A lot of options. A couple of dragons. Oh, you can also get to move him.
Oh yeah, let me move him.
Forget about
about
him. You're just moving right up to the Chaos Knights.
Rawr! Grr!
This guy's pretty brutal.
With these guys.
This Arcanaut company squad's gonna fire everything into my Warp Fire Dragon.
Correct.
And they're Glory Seekers as well, so they all get +1 to hit. They're hitting on 3s across the board with their pistols and skyhooks. Alright, we're doing the skyhooks first. He's hit on 3s because of Glory Seeker.
Alright.
No re-rolling, right?
No re-rolls.
We got 1 miss. Not bad. 3s to wound! That's 2!
It's 2 only!
And they're 6 attacks because they got augmented by the
Yes.
Aether Chemist over there.
Yeah.
He's got 6-up armor. He fails both of them. That's 2d3 damage on my dragon. That's going to be a total of 3 damage on the dragon. And we got all the pistols now. Dragon's got 9 wounds remaining so far. Here are the pistols. Hitting on 3s because of Glory Seeker.
Oh,
I could have been better. 4s to bring down the dragon.
Oh no! 5, 6.
And there's no Ren to get through his hide, so he's got 4-up armor. He takes 2 damage. He's down to 7. And then Brock's just going to fire at him.
I guess Brock's going to go next.
He's got a lot of missile weapons. The first one is, it's like he insults me or something like that.
Yes, so first is his boast. He's
Yeah,
going to boast at you.
Right, he's how awesome he is.
Exactly.
These are 2 attacks.
So it's 2 attacks. They're hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, but he's also re-rolling hit and wound rolls of 1 because
I'm a monster.
This is a monster. So
3s to hit.
Re-rolling 1.
No need. And 2s to wound.
2s to wound. 2.
5-up armor because of the rend. Making 1, failing 1.
D3 damage.
And it's going to be 2. So he's down to 5.
Okay.
What's his next attack?
So his next one is 3 attacks. 3s and 3s, -1 rend, 1 damage. Again, re-rolling 1s.
Reroll the 1. 3s to wound. Rerolling any 1s. We got 1 reroll. And a total of 2 wounds. More 5-ups. We make both.
Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
That's okay.
What was that gun, anyways?
There was only 1 damage piece. That is his Magnate's Charter. Yeah. So I don't know which gun is which, to be honest.
He's got a lot.
I think that's this one.
Oh, because it's got 3 barrels?
Well, yeah, that's that one. I think the Boast is the actual cannon that's underneath the thing.
Oh, he does have a cannon.
And then his Aether Blasters are his mustache guns, which is the
Oh, he's got mustache guns. He does. That's awesome. It's hard to see, but he does have mustache guns. 2 shots, 3s to hit. Both hit, and 4s to wound. 1 wound. AP or rend?
None.
No rend. 4-up armor. We're failing it.
That is 1 damage.
He is down to 4. You got him 2/3 of the way there. Next up is this Arcanaut company firing everything into this Carmine Dragon.
Correct.
3s to hit with their pikes, skyhooks. No re-rolling though. That was a bad roll. That's not what you want to see.
No, come.
No, I want my dragon to live. We got 1 wound.
-2.
Carmine has a thicker hide at a 3-up armor save, so he's got 5 up after the rend. It matters. We make 1, so D3 damage goes through. He suffers 3. He's down to 11 because he's got 14 wounds.
Pistols.
Threes.
4s.
3 up armor. I fail 1.
Yay!
He's down to 10.
Oh, his stuff.
Down to 10. And then the chemist is going to shoot at him.
The chemist is going to shoot at him.
That's 3d6 shots.
3d6 shots.
Which is going to be 410.
That's all right.
4s to hit. 4s to wound. And you've got 2. And that's -2. I got 5 ups. I take 1 more damage. We're going to jump over to the magma dragon over here because Josh wants to see what it does. So he's got brimstone dragonfire. He picks a unit with... What's the range of it?
So it's a unit within 18 inches. The range is 18
wow!
inches.
I can see why people bring this. So it does on a 2-up. It does d6 more wounds. Unless the unit has 10 or more models, then it's 2d6 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
So,
So he's gonna fire into these guys.
Whew.
Obviously.
I think you picked the better
Ready?
dragon. Yay!
Oh, yay!
2d6 mortal wounds. 2d6
Yay!
dead marauders.
All right.
They weren't ready for the dragon. You
What did I
killed
roll?
6.
That's all right. I'll take.
Ooh, and 6
For a
just get...
single dice.
You just as 6 just get burnt to the ground.
Kidding me?
One more.
A
One more.
2-up, you do 2d6 mortals. Okay.
Well, only to them. Well, them and them and them, and actually, that's just it. Rapid fire rivet guns into the Carmine Dragon. 27 shots because they're 3 shots apiece. 3s to hit. Oh my.
This can.
And 4s. Brings me to a 4-up armor save, which I'll save.
Whoa! Way too many of
Take
them.
3 damage. He's down to 6. Frigate is gonna fire everything into the Carmine Dragon.
And he.
Here's the all-important cannon shot on a 4, rolling once because hands on guns. Huh! Hits!
Hey!
Wounds on a 2. 5 up.
Yay.
Oh, we're good! Carmine Dragon, super tough.
No.
Carbines. Are these 3? Yeah, these are 3s. 4 to wound him. And we got 1.
Yep.
4 up. We're good. Now this Arcanine comes going to fire all the skyhooks at my Warpfire Dragon. Hitting on trees. Because of Glory Seekers. 1 miss. And 3s. Jeez, again? What are you doing? 1 wound. I'm making you work for it.
You really are.
6 up
You
armor.
really are.
We make the armor save too.
Of course you do.
Salt to the wound.
Marauders.
We're going to do 1 cannon into the Marauders.
Yes, sir.
It's on a 4. I can't see that.
No.
That's a 3. Somehow, he misses an entire horde of Barbarian Marauders rushing at him. Charge time. Starting the big guy into the dragon. No shenanigans here. He just 11 inches. Really good. Makes it in. Over here.
Right there. The dragon.
The Magma Dragon's going to charge.
Magma Dragon.
He's, don't roll it a 1. There you go. 3 inches. Good enough to get him into the Chaos. Woo. Knights. Good
Right
enough.
there.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna charge.
Yeah, they're charging the Carmine Dragon, it looks like. Oh, yep. 8 inches is good enough for them.
So
And they surround the Carmine Dragon. That's it for charges. But now you have the issue of picking where to fight first. What is the play here? What is the play? It's one of these 2. We're going to go with the engine riggers first. I think that's definitely the right call because you don't want to lose these guys randomly to the dragon.
No, exactly.
And the big guy over there might actually survive it.
So Brock's got a higher save.
Right.
That's really what this decision is coming down to. Is if I have to get hit, I'm gonna take the thing with the highest save,
Yeah.
or the lowest save rather. Oh, and
14 attacks
one. It's actually 15.
Oh,
'cause
15
the
'cause the
Mizzen
leader.
Master has an extra.
Oh.
Yeah. These are
3s to hit. No re-rolling. They wound on 2s.
Here we go, engine riggers, go!
I got a couple, 3 ones. Not bad. I think this dragon's still dead. That's 9 wounds. 5 up armor. I need to make a ridiculous amount of these. No. That alone there is enough to kill the dragon.
Do you want me to roll it though?
If you want,
Is it enough?
That is just enough to kill him.
Just enough. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that is definitely him.
Let's roll it anyways. It's fun.
All right, 63 damage. You would have actually done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
That was disappointing.
That's what you get for rolling it.
That's true.
But in the end, still good enough to kill the Carmine Dragon here. So I can pull him
Yay!
out with no issue. Whoop.
And
We're gonna have this dragon pile around to there.
no!
And he's gonna put all the attacks into the big dude.
No!
How many wounds does he have? 8?
He has 1,000,000.
I think he's got 8.
He has 8.
The claws only have 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. They both hit. And these wound on 3s. Both wound at -1, so he's got a 4-up armor. Which you fail once, that's flat 2 damage. He's down to 6. I could kill him with my Snapping Jaws, which have D3 attacks. 2 attacks. And these hit on 3s. Oh, that's a good start. These only wound on 4s though, because he's pretty wounded, so he has to go bite, bite. Huh. We got 2 wounds. These are D6 damage each. These are 4 up armor saves. You don't want to lose a hero in
Not
this
very
scenario.
happy about this.
You don't want to lose a hero in this scenario. Oh, you can't roll. Is
What?
he dead? Oh, only 2 damage.
Oh! He's down to 4.
He's got 4 left. That's it. The dragon's done.
Um,
The Magma Dragon makes the most sense to go next, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
And we are going to pile the Magma Dragon in this way and pull the Marauders into combat as well.
That's up to
Everything into the Knights?
everything into the Knights.
What are you starting with?
So we're going to start with his Furnace Hot Jaws, 4 attacks,
Jeez.
3s, and 2s.
Yeah, 2 hits. 2 wounds.
2 wounds at -3.
Oh my goodness. They have no save. That's 2d6 damage. 5. You just killed off 2. There are 3 wounds each, so 1 goes down, and 1 is down to 1 wound. But that's not all of his attacks. He's also got claws and everything, it looks
He
like.
has Crushing Claws. This is 8 attacks.
Jeez.
4s and 3s.
4s to hit.
Yeah.
3s to wound. And we got 3. 5 up armor, it's -1. We fail all of them.
6 damage.
That's 3 each?
2 each.
Oh, sorry, 2 each.
2 each.
So that's 1. So he's dead. There's 5 left, so 3, 4 in total. And then he takes 2 and goes down to 1. Oh my. You know, I'll leave the champion. We'll kill you instead. How's that? He's done carving them up. I guess I'll go ahead with these knights. We're going to pile in over this way, and we'll make room for the champion to come in as well. Now, they're not on the charge, which sucks. 2 attacks with the glaives from the champ, hitting on 3s, because he gets +1. 3s to wound. We have 2 wounds so far.
Okay.
And then the other guy hits on 4s. And 3 wounds. These are no rend, 1 damage, so I'm just going to do the horses as well.
Okay.
And then 2 attacks each from the hooves. We got 2 and 2 more. Total of 5 wounds on the dragon. These are all no rend, 1 damage each.
4 up saves.
You fail 1, so he takes 1 damage.
And every time he takes a damage,
Right.
on a 4 up, you take D3.
Whew. Mortal wounds?
Yeah.
No, so his lava blood doesn't do much to me. But he still takes, he's down to 19. So 19 wounds left on him. And then we can finish off the fight with my Warpfire Dragon. Alright, here we go. 3s to hit.
Rerolling 1.
Oh, we're gonna supercharge this thing.
Oh, I was gonna
Alright,
supercharge.
then go ahead and do it. So on a 3 up, he's supercharged. On a 1, you're
Yeah.
fine. So what that means is his saw is flat 3 damage instead of D3.
Correct.
And he supercharges his harness.
Yes.
Gives him more strength. These wound on 2s.
These are wounding on 2s, and I'm still rerolling 1s as well.
Right. Oh.
So that is all 3.
3 wounds.
And
6 up on him. He makes 1, but still 6 damage in total, which means he's dead. But he goes down and he has death throes. On a 4 or more, you suffer D3 mortal wounds. You suffer 2 more wounds. He's down to 2.
brutal.
And for this scenario, that's not great.
No, that's really not good.
But that does kill this dragon
But
off.
that's both of the dragons done, and I'm happy with that. And KO lasted past, you know.
You lived. Turn 1.
Turn 1.
And you
So
survived
far.
the dragons.
So far, to be fair,
Right.
you haven't gone yet. So
This is true. A lot of my turns are going to be just moving forward. I haven't attacked with these yet, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to elect to not attack. And choose not to pile in.
But
So I'm gonna choose not to pile in with them, just because I want to try and make the dragon my dragon, or make it choose the Kharadron Overlords as its prey. Because my other 2 dragons, I'm actually kind of. We didn't look at the points for everything. We seen the dragons, and Trevor's like, "Oh, I want the magma one," and I'm like, "Well, you're the guest. You can have it, no problem." I don't know what the points are on. I'm pretty sure, looking at the stats of everything, he's
Yeah.
definitely more points than the other 2. But I'm assuming not by much, and I only got the other one on a fluke as well.
and to be fair, I knew exactly what the Magma Dragon did.
Oh.
So I was totally
Well,
like,
yeah.
if that's the one I want. I want that one.
This thing is good. This thing is really good.
It's amazing.
So every time it suffers a wound on a 4 up, the unit suffers a mortal wound unless it's a 6, and they suffer D3 mortal wounds. That's insane.
Not to mention the D6 mortal wounds on a 2 up.
2, yeah, oh yeah, or 2d6 in the case
Yeah.
of this, right? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And 20 wounds.
18-inch range on that, 20 wounds. This thing's ridiculous.
Yes.
I can see why people might want to bring it to tournaments. Nothing for scoring though, because you have to have a hero or a behemoth, and these are war machines apparently. This isn't a behemoth and a war machine. It's just
No, ma'am.
so you got to get him over there, and he's already down to 2. Well, you also have a number of other heroes.
Yeah, I have a few heroes in here, but yeah, it's going to be difficult.
This is going to be my turn. My goal here on my turn coming up is everything is going to run. I know it's not in, the Khorne fashion, but I also want the dragon on my side. So this thing is 7 inches away. As long as I get everything more than 7 inches away from the dragon, then the dragon is mine at the next battle round. So it turns out the frigate is a behemoth, but not the gun hauler. So still 0 points. And did you use your command? You did use your command ability.
Yeah.
So obviously no morale on you. And actually, I lost 6 guys here. I did lose 6, but they're +2 bravery for him, and they're also +3 bravery for their unit size, so they're not running away.
Nope.
And they also have the tribal banner, which gives them an additional bravery over the damned icon. I'm not going to spend any command abilities as of yet. I don't really need to. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord has Ocular Visions, rerolling saving throws of 1. We're going to put that on the Warriors of Chaos over here. And then he's going to give Demonic Power, or attempt to give Demonic Power to the squad of Marauders in front of them, allowing them to reroll hit rolls of 1, wound rolls of 1, and saves of 1. 5 to cast. Boop. It's my 1 spell, but you have the Rune Lord who can dispel it on a 2-up.
He can. Well, he's got
Or unbind.
+2 to unbind.
Oh! What's the dispel thing? Is that once per game?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So he can attempt to unbind 1 spell.
Oh, I thought it was he unbinds on a 2-up once every turn.
No, he's got
way better.
+2
I was
to
afraid.
unbind.
Okay, well I got a total of...
Every turn.
What did I get, a 7? I gotta look. I actually got a total of 9. You'll need an 8 to stop it because you get +2.
Nope.
5. So that goes off. They are blessed by dark powers that they may not be aware of. Being simple barbarians. You know,
That's true.
It's a simple life. So +1 to hit, wound, and rerolling 1s on saving throws, hit rolls, and wound rolls. Even though they probably already reroll hit rolls of 1, being Mark of Corn with a hero nearby. We're gonna pray from this war shrine here. Yeah, the pray is not heard. Nothing bad happens either.
That's good.
On to the movement phase. The hero phase is done. We're not going to spare the lash for these bad boys. So they're going to move an extra d6 and they're going to run as well.
Wow.
So they're going to go an extra 7. Plus their 7, so they're going 14.
Nice.
Boop, boop, boop. Cherries go forward. They're pretty healthy guys. So I'm not too afraid of them going far up. So they'll go there. Running the Chaos Lord. An extra 3 for 15 inches. So I have to use a command point on that to make it a 6. I have to. Because with that he actually wouldn't get in range. So with that extra 3 inches... he is going to go to about right there. I'll fix him in a moment. We're going to run the Chaos Ogars. I'm going to go an additional 3. I'm going to go 10 because their Bellower says go 1 inch further. So 10 takes him there. He'll go there, and then it's going to form a little triangle formation. We're running the Chaos Knights. 7 inches. So they go 17 inches because they have a Hornblower. So I'm going to measure 15 for that one because it's got to jump over the little barricades. And then the other ones... have free room to go a little bit further forward. Ending there. And these Warriors of Chaos are going to run forward as well. And going total of 8 inches because they have the Hornblower as well. These ones are going to move just behind them. Ooh, yeah, we're going to go just behind them. Making waves and waves of attackers. I forgot, they have protection from the Dark Gods. The 6 guys I lost, 6 is to ignore damage. 1 guy would come back, just from being near that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to put that 1 guy back there.
Okay.
And then this chariot will not run, but he will move to there. And then this squad of Marauders is going to run. They're going to go an additional +1 because they're drummer. So they go +3, 9 inches on them, which is definitely enough to get them more than 7 away from him. We are going to just move some of these guys all the way forward, and then the rest are going to bunch up over here. And make a weird kind of like a 5x10, or I guess a 5x4. There they go. That's their final position. And these Chaos Knights are going to run as well. They lost their Hornblower, so they're going to go 11 inches. They're going to probably have to run around this way. So with that, they boogie over this way. And it's not a fight that they can win in any way, shape, or form. The Lord of Chaos down there is going to run. With that, I'm just going to put him over here. And then the Sorcerer Lord is going to run as well. An extra 4. He's just going to follow him. Try and be a little safe. Didn't really need to run. He's happy there. How very interesting. How my army quickly shifted everything over here. That dragon's awful, though. Truly, truly awful. That is it for my turn. I have no shooting. And I have no close combat to do. I have no morale to take. And I'm getting 1 victory point because my hero nabs it. So if you don't take him off of that, that's going to be an extra. That's going to be then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And you're gonna also, and then there's also that one there.
Yeah.
It's the start of the second battle round. We're not going to roll off yet, just because this guy has to check who his prey is, and the closest thing is the Gunstruck Gun Hauler, because I am 7.5 away there. That guy is exactly 7 away. Yeah. So he is now my model for this battle round.
I don't like it.
So that was the closest play I could get to making all the dragons irrelevant for me, but he did end up taking out 3 of them and 5 of them. So I'm hoping he can do more damage to you over there. But we're going to roll off now and you win ties. It's pretty critical that you go here.
It is. It really is.
I got a 6. Oh no, the poor cat.
I rolled a 1.
I think that the nature of the beast here is perhaps Kharadron Overlords just cursed this edition.
I think so.
I think it's no matter what you try and do, something dumb is going to happen.
I think there are ways to mitigate some of that, and there's ways to have fun with them, which is the important thing. I think the important thing is to remember that, so they may not win everything,
Right.
but there's ways to make it so that you're not getting stomped turn 1. You can still have a fun game and
Right.
actually play a game of AOS with KO, which
Keep your opponents on their toes. Make them actually respect the army.
or work for it at least a little
Right.
bit.
You want your opponent to respect your army when you're playing it. In this situation, now this is Trevor learning how to play the army, so don't give him any fault here. He's had to deal with 3 forge-rolled dragons. No, I don't say
I've already
forge-rolled.
killed 2 of them.
You've killed 2 of them.
I feel pretty good already.
But you're gonna have to kill the 3rd one now.
That's true.
And I get priority on what it does. This was actual best case scenario for me.
Yeah, really like
This is just me being a jerk. But I'm also playing Slaves to Darkness, so I don't know.
So my mistake here was putting this guy, which
Yes.
wasn't realistically a mistake if the dragons weren't there.
Oh, 100%.
You know, like that's the right play, but it was not the right play in this case. I should have kept him back, and that's my fault completely.
Because you're supposed to screen with the boats. I think that's how the Kharadron Overlord is supposed to play. You put the boats out front to screen your Archon company. So I was just like a muscle memory almost
Yeah, exactly.
to you. It's just like, oh, he goes out front, he screens. Oh crap, the dragon is. When you did that, I wasn't like, hey, I didn't realize until when you charged him in. And I'm like, oh wait, that is deadly close. How do I make this work for me?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, just a little bit. Like even without a run, they were able to get out of the range because I chose not to pile in.
No,
So
it was a good play from your end. I think you made a really you took advantage of that, you know, really well. So
I think it's also the nature of the what is this one called? Duality of Death. It's a little rough because you have to get your characters up front.
Duality's already a real kick in the pants if you're playing KO.
Yeah.
Like, unless you've built a KO list for that, which, anyways.
It's when you're gonna roll Duality. It's a 1 in 18 chance of getting Duality of Death.
Exactly.
But Kharadron Overlords get it 100% of the games they play.
Pretty much.
All right, let's go on to my hero phase then, where I'm just gonna do very much of the same things I just did. I noticed that, like, with the corn keyword, just things in general, there's, like, Slanesh is the only one thing that kind of falls out of order with all these buffs. Like, this guy gives rerolling failed hit rolls. He gives rerolling 1s on hitting. They already reroll 1s to hit across the board. So I'll get a second command point, and we're going to put it on them, the Warriors of Chaos. Ocular Visions from the Sorcerer onto them, letting them reroll saving throws of 1. As well as the command ability from the Manticore on them, allowing them to reroll charge rolls, wound rolls, and battle shock tests. We've also just found out this thing is worth 540 points. That's pricey. That is 60 points off Archeon, or maybe it's 160.
Still not as bad as Nagash.
Because, yeah, Nagash is 800. No, 1,000.
Nagash?
No, he's 800. I'm thinking of
He's 800.
fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of fantasy Nagash is 1,000. But yeah, 540 for him, that's pricey, but he does a lot. Also, to note, my Warfire Dragon and the other dragon were about 240 points each as well.
Yeah.
So big difference in power there.
Yeah, a little
big difference in power.
Little bit.
And that's Iron-Willed Overlord on him, and then the Ocular Visions on them as well. And he might as well do, or from him, sorry, the Blessed by Dark Powers. Let's see if that goes off. Got it with a 6. Need a 5 to stop it with your Rune Lord. Good enough.
Yep.
So, and let's see if we get a prayer from the Chariot. We don't. Alright, big dumb Magma Dragon doing a big dumb fly over here. Ooh, 16-inch move. I'm just gonna move that so I can put it down properly. You go down here. Boom.
Are you cheating again, moving the terrain?
I am moving the train. The Chaos Ogres are going to run. A total of 12 because I got a guy who screams loud. Yeah, these instead of like a normal, I think a normal ogre is like negative to the opponent's bravery. Yeah. They get +1 to the run. It's pretty much just like +1 to run across the board for the musicians here. We're gonna lash the whip for the chariots. Ooh, getting 12 inches. So that is gonna bring the chariots over here, and that does not count as a run. There we go.
So they can still charge.
Yeah, they can. The Chaos Lord is going to fly to the other side of this, just to be a little bit safer as he accumulates victory points. Moving up 5 on these guys because they're so quick. And here comes the other squad moving up 5 inches as well. This Lord of Chaos will run an extra 5. He is going to go over here. The Shrine goes up. And the Marauders just gonna form box position over here. There they are. We got the Sorcerer Lord who's going to run as well. Oh, we're gonna go over there. Oop. But we're totally gonna make room for him to squeeze through like that.
It's a nice little cowardly castle you got going on over there.
It is a little weird, I will admit. It doesn't feel like I'm playing the Slaves to Darkness, but I promise you I am. These guys over here are gonna run. Oh, hey, what up? Hey, we're going over here. Boop, boop, boop. They will end there, and then we have these Chaos Knights. And then for them, 10 inches is gonna take them up this way. My army's taking an odd formation. On to shooting. The only thing I have to shoot is the Magma Dragon. Now I could just do 2 up D6 mortal wounds to this guy.
Good.
I think to essentially reduce the amount of damage you have on this side. He could just kill himself with mortal wounds though as he charges into this guy. 18-inch range, that's ridiculous. Actually hard pressed because I want to flame him, but if he was to charge in and fight him, for every 1 wound he does, he takes a mortal wound on a 4-up. He's only got 2 wounds left. So he's probably going to kill himself if he does that. So I think I'm going to do the Magma Breath at them because they're out of range, and I want to charge them. So on a 2-up, good things happen. Oh, there's the 1! Oh!
Yay!
He didn't do anything. On to charging. He rolls an 8 with that charge. We will go into them. Yeah, boom. Oh no, he lost his die.
It boom time.
Charging with these chariots. They're gonna go 6. That's a fail, I think. I think I'm gonna command point reroll that with my general. I want them in there. I want to kill as many of those as I can. So this is gonna go off on. I need a 7 to make it in. 6 again.
Yay!
Oh, so they're failing. Chaos Knights will then charge the frigate. Looks like I need about a 7 for them as well. That is a 10. They are definitely in. So with the 10, I make it in there. 1's not going to be getting in. And we're going to drop a bomb. On a 4-up, it's D3 mortal wounds. This is one you're dropping?
So I'm going to use I think it's Grudge Settler bombs rather than the detonation drills.
Alright then. And that's a 1.
Okay.
Much like my dragon.
Yeah, cool.
I'll still go first over here. The only pylon I'm really doing is that because I can't get anyone else in. So 4 guys in to the frigate. Champ hits on 3s with his glaive. There's a miss. And the 3 other guys on 4s. Woo! That's a good roll. 3's to wound. That's a good roll. That's 6 wounds at -1 because I charged as -1.
So because this is the tankiest of ships.
Yeah, this is the very durable frigate. It's got a 5-up base.
5-up
Yeah.
base. Yeah, so we're up to 6-ups.
Yeah, 6-up armor saves. You make absolutely none.
Zip.
So that's 12 damage.
Look at all those 5s though.
I only get the rend on the charge, so know that if you didn't let me charge you, obviously if you didn't let me get the double turn, like some novice,
I know, right?
you wouldn't have taken. Is it go?
Next time, I'll do better next time. I swear. I'm sorry, internet.
It's okay. I'll bring a much a more tame army as well. I won't bring the Slaves to Darkness. I'll bring something like Sylvaneth or something.
There you
something
go.
like
Yeah,
low tier.
Completely, yeah.
How many wounds does the frigate have?
12.
Wait, like does he have? Like you're saying he only has 12 wounds?
No, sorry, he has 14.
Okay, so he's got 2 left.
14 wounds, yeah.
Well, I got horsey attacks.
He's down.
Forced to hit with the horsies? We only got 5, so we got above average.
Alright.
Forced to wound because they get a good jump. They got their Air Jordans on today. 3 5-up saves. You got to make 2 of these.
Ultra durable.
Oh, he is. He's got 1 wound left.
He's got 1 wound.
Oh, he's hurting. All right, he's hurting pretty bad, but he survived the Chaos Knight charge. It's because I couldn't get that 1 extra guy in. We got the Arcanaut Company and their cutters.
Yeah.
Oh, I am sorry.
Don't forget the gun butts.
They have gun butts on the sky pikes, the 5s and 4s. Oh, here they come. So we pile in. They're all in range to attack. We got 3 gun butts and 7 guys with cutters. I guess like 15. Are they 1 attack with a cutter? Yeah, they're 1 attack with a cutter, aren't they? Because I remember them not being great.
And the gun.
So 3 gun butts.
Yep.
We got
4s and 5s.
2 hits and no wounds. The cutters. 4s.
Cutters.
Does the champion get like an extra attack?
No, he doesn't. He gets an extra shot with his pistol.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then 4s. 2. 4-up save on the dragon. 2 fail to go through. So 4-ups. You no nothing. You just lose 2 wounds. I'm down to 17. Nice. I would otherwise do lava damage back. And now the dragon is going to mangle you and throw you all over the battlefield with his claws and eat you
don't have to go
with his
him,
jaw.
right?
I have to attack.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to. Hitting him with his, he's going to eat you all first. We've got 2 hits. 2s. It's 2d6 damage because they don't have armor good enough to deal with that. I killed 7. Just like...
Just gone. Alright, well, we'll take the Grotts first, because that's what you do.
And then the claws will get in there.
Then this guy.
The crushing claws hit on 4s. Oh, only 2 hit. 3 to wound. 2 wounds though at -1.
For the 6 up
6
saves?
ups. Oh,
one of
he
them.
only kills. He swipes 2 down. So there's only 1 light sky hook left.
Yep.
But for a 540 point model, not being able to kill a 10-man squad of them in close combat is pretty pathetic.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very
2 belaying valve
Ready?
attacks. Hitting on
You ready for
4s.
this massive damage?
We got a hit.
What? Oh, no. Nothing.
So he's done. And that's it.
That's
Oh, yeah, because he's already gone.
That's
He is he within 12 of him?
So I'm just about to check.
Yeah, he should be good. He's looking pretty
Yeah.
So he's sticking around.
Yeah.
Because he is saying lead by example. That's what it is. And no battle shock for the single frigate. That's it. I'll be getting a total of 3 victory points because it's worth 2 on this turn, on this second battle round. Are we leading by example again?
Yes, we are.
Alright, so that keeps you at 0 command points, but what else are you going to use them for?
Yeah.
Do you have a plan to fall back with him, or are you going to put all hands on guns?
I think I'm going to put all hands on guns on him, yeah.
Chemist is going to buff too. What do you want this chemist to buff?
So we're going to buff the saws on the engine riggers.
Just like last time.
And the sky hooks.
Over here?
Over there. And
we have one more chemist here.
Do here, and he's going to buff the sky hook over here.
Does he have to have line of sight for that?
No, he does not.
Oh, nice.
Just 10 inches away.
Buff them and them then.
And them.
Alright, so the same plan as last time.
Same plan.
He uses command ability, all hands on guns. Is that it? No, we have to see if we can get the prayer off.
Right,
with the Rune
I
Lord.
need a 2 up. He gets the prayer off.
No, lots of ones. Lots of ones going around.
Wonderful.
Gunhauler going there, staying within range to shoot the dragon.
So these guys are going to move. They're just going to, the Dwarden warriors.
Are they going to move 4?
They're going to move 4, and they're just going to sort of make a little line here.
Are they going to declare shield wall?
They are also going to declare shield wall, yes.
Alright. So that means you get to reroll failed saving throws.
Correct.
Rune Lord running. An extra 2, so he's going to go 6. To the objective.
Not what I wanted. I wanted to try to get within 3 of that, but that's not happening.
Right, because it doesn't follow the normal scoring everyone again. You have to be within 3 inches of it to claim it.
He is going to just move his 4 this way. He might move 5, but I think he only moves 4, so he'll go there.
We're going to move these Arcanine Company. Where are they going?
So they're just going to come up about 4 inches,
gonna
fill
move
in
up.
this space a little bit. Yeah, and then the chemist is going to follow them. Nothing special here.
Alrighty. And the chemist to follow the Arcanaut Company.
He's just going to do a little whoop, whoop around that way.
And this squad here is happy?
They're happy right where they are, yeah.
Alrighty.
Riggers are going to move next, and they are just going to fly over here and create a nice little line.
Bunch up over here.
Yeah, a little bit.
So he's going to move now, and, well, you could avoid the dragon, or you could go in and fight the dragon. I'm going to fight the dragon. I'm going to stay 3 inches away.
Yeah.
And 2 wounds left, eh? I like it. But he's also got pretty good shooting. He's got the little cannon, he's got the little 3-barrel gun, he's got his mustache gun, too.
And then when he...
That's true, I forgot he does more wounds when he charges, and he does 3 damage a swing.
Yeah.
He does a lot of damage.
He does.
We're going to start over here with shooting.
Yeah.
The double skyhook.
So, the double skyhook, exactly. We'll do him first. 3s and 3s.
3s, because he's got augmented... Oh, jeez. Glory Seeker says, not good enough. Awful. I'm sorry, Trevor. He survived. That's... So far.
Yeah.
that's the face of a man with nothing left. Alright, so we got...
First attack.
His boast.
3s and 2s, reroll
Cannon.
1s.
Okay, we got rerolled 1. 2 hits. 2s to wound. Both wound at -2.
-1.
-1. Alright, I got 5 up then. Oh, failed both.
D3 damage piece.
And it's going to be 6.
Oh!
Oh, jeez, he's down to 11.
That's a big thing. That's a big one.
3 attacks on the next one. His little gun in his
Rerolling
left hand. All hit, and he's wound on 3.
3s.
Reroll 1s. 2 wounds. -1.
1.
Make 1 fail 1.
1 damage.
He's down to 10. I'll get a different die. And his little mustache guns.
Mustache guns. 2 shots. 3s.
Both hit.
4s. Rerolling 1s.
Reroll the 1. We got a wound.
Yeah.
AP?
None.
None? We fail.
1 damage.
9 wounds remaining.
Woo!
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
You're going to enact there's just no trading with some people?
No trading with some people. There's no trading with some people.
Do D3 mortal wounds. 1 more mortal wound.
Oh.
He doesn't care about
That's
them. He
something.
takes them. He doesn't do anything against mortal wounds. There you go. 8 left.
So we're going to do the Grunstock Gun Hauler next. He's going to fire his cannon into the dragon. And he's going to do everything else into the Marauders right next to him there.
One singular shot with the cannon.
Cannon shot.
Oh, it misses. I don't know how you missed that, but he does. That happens.
Every time.
2 carbines, 3s to hit, and 4s to wound with a rend. So, because I have a shield, I go to a 6-up armor save. We fail. Just 1 damage, right?
1 damage.
No, you gun 1 down.
Woo!
You gun that 1 down. We didn't like him anyways.
Admiral has a pistol, and he's going to fire that. It's a volley pistol. It gets 3 shots.
And the Chaos Knights?
Into the Chaos Knights, yes. And this is going to be 3s and 4s.
Does he get any rerolls?
He does not.
Alright, 3 shots, or 3...
Yep.
We got lost track of where we're at. It's 2. We already have 2 hits, and this is wounding on...
4s.
4s. No rerolls, only against monsters. We got 1 wound. What's the AP on this?
It is -1.
So 5-up armor on a knight, which we fail.
1 damage.
1 damage it is.
It's some.
We'll put you down to 2. That Aether Chemist is going to put 3d6 shots into them?
He is.
That's the one with the relic, too.
It is, yeah.
Oh, wow. 16 shots.
Alright.
4s to hit. There we go. It's a lot of dice in one hand. 4s to wound. 5 and -2. I make 1.
Perfect.
That's 4 damage.
So that is 4 damage, and
I have to take a morale check. Or a battle shock.
immediately.
So that's 4 that goes through, so you take 2. And then that's the champion. So the guy on the far right is going to take another 2, putting him down to 1. I can get that in there. Perfect. Battle shock on them. I'm gonna roll first. I know I definitely don't fail on a 3.
Okay.
I figured I'd roll. If I roll low enough, I don't have to look.
Yeah.
Rivet guns from the Endrin Riggers into the Chaos Knights. 3s to hit with the rivet guns. Lots of shots. Ooh.
That's a
4s. -1 puts me at a 5-up. There's 7 of them. Ooh, I actually make 3. That's still 4 damage, which kills 2 of them off because this guy's got 1 wound.
So I just learned something here.
What'd you learn?
You saved the chemist for last.
Yes.
Yeah, that was silly.
Yes, that actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So he dies, and the next up, we'll say you die, because we'll leave the musician and the champ. This squad of Arcanaut Company only has range for 3 pistols and 3 light skyhooks into those Chaos Knights. 3 skyhooks on 4s, because they're not a monster or a hero. Now you hit. And 3s. Where's it still 2? No, it's 3s, but -2. So 2 go through. I make 1 save, D3 damage. 2. So we're 2 damage so far. Puts the music man down to 1. 6 shots from pistols on 4s. And 4s. 1 wound. We failed. It's not the damage to kill the music man. So he dies, and we got 1 knight left. And the frigate's gonna do some death throws here before it goes down, try and take out the knight. 1 cannon. It hits. 2 to wound.
Oh,
6 up. No! D6 damage. You kill him!
sweet!
There you go. Boop. You freed yourself. And the last squad of Arcanaut Company are all skyhooks into the warriors out front. The ones that have the buffs. Scratch that, we're going to put the 3 skyhooks into the Chaos War Shrine.
Oh!
Oh, wait, no, the warriors?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna keep
So
it.
we're going to keep it with the warriors. Alright, hitting the warriors on 4s. 3s to wound the warriors. We got 2. They have a 4-up save. 6 ups because of the rend. Double fail. 2d3 damage. And a total of 4?
Man.
Or is that 3? That's 3.
That's
Sorry.
3.
So that it pegs him, takes him out. We'll put a wound on that guy on the end. Over to you. Boop. Now, at the end of the shooting phase, these engine riggers have a grapnel launcher, which gives them the ability to, on a 4-up, they choose a terrain feature within 24 inches, or an enemy unit even, that has wound characteristic of 10 or more, and they grapple towards it. And they go as far as they possibly can, as long as they end. They have to immediately end more than 3 away from an enemy, though.
Yeah.
So on a 4-up, we'll choose something on a 4-up. How's that?
Okay.
See if it goes off.
So I get 2 of them.
Oh, there's 2 grapnels in there.
There's 2 grapnels.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I guess that... Oh, wow!
Oh.
I was going to say, that's the reason you have 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just so in case
Yeah.
you have 4-up
Yeah,
sucks.
because usually at least one of them goes through.
Oh, I see it now.
That's
There it is there.
brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we just realized we've been doing too many rivet gun shots. It's actually 21 instead of 27, I guess?
Yeah,
or no,
there's
instead
only
of...
7. There's
Yeah.
only 7 guys times 3, so it should have been 21 instead of 27.
I won't hold it. I won't hold it. We cut that now, so if anyone left a comment, we apologize. But I'm not going to hold that against you because you're in an awful position. So it's fine.
I'm making the best of it.
Yeah.
You're doing okay.
You're grappling nowhere, apparently. They're happy with it.
well-
They're too afraid. I dictate they're afraid.
You know what? They decided they wanted to stay back here and cover the flank in case they charge around.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, that's.
All right, Charge. We got the big guy going in. Is he going to trade his life with the dragon?
Oh,
Boom!
yeah.
He makes it in, and on a
T3.
2-up, he does mortal
Two
wounds.
up. Is it 2 up?
I believe so. You're good, anyways. T3, 2. He's down to 6. And it's only melee weapons that trigger his mortal wound blood. Are you going to supercharge his gear?
I have another charge first.
Oh,
I'd like to
that's
do,
true.
If that's okay.
What are
I'm
you
going to
charging?
try to charge this.
You're going to try and charge the frigate in?
Yeah, let's see how long
go
it
for
goes.
it. Huh. He goes 4
No,
or 5.
he doesn't.
He fails. Probably need like a 7.
Yeah. It was.
This is the only charge.
Oh, he charged already.
Yeah, he's already in.
Yeah.
He's gonna fight the dragon.
I'm gonna supercharge.
Yeah, on a 3-up you get it.
Ready for this?
I am. 1 is bad. 2 is bad too. You're good.
Yeah.
So his saw is automatic 3 damage. You don't have to get
ouch.
2 of those saws through. That's all you have to do. Do you want to fight with? Do you want to fight with your Arcanaut Company guy first?
No, I think I'll fight with Brock first.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just feel like it's the right thing to do.
That's fair. 3s to hit with the saw. Rerolling any 1s. We got the 1 reroll. Oh, nice. 2s. Rerolling 1s. We got 3. 3 wounds. Still, that's all you need. These are -2. 6 ups. Oh, that's just enough. That's flat 3 each.
Woo!
So he dies.
Yeah.
That's 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 times 4 ups.
You also die. They trade. I'm pretty sure it only does damage to you. I can't hurt him. He's actually gonna live because it's only the attacking unit that suffers mortal wounds.
Hilarious.
So Trevor is at this point playing a 3,000 point game versus his 2,000 points of Kharadron Overlords because we had to kill all 3 dragons.
Right. That's right. And we did it.
You did do it. That's something to note.
Not true.
I mean, realistically, that's all you came here to do. So you can count that as a narrative win. Good game. I'll give you the awkward left hand.
There we go. We're done. Yeah.
Awkward left hand handshake. Now you just have to fight off the marauding hordes that are chasing your tail.
This is a different game altogether.
Yeah.
Now we.
That's the turn.
I think that's it. Yeah.
They lost 1 model for Battle Shock, but they don't have to take 1. You killed all the Chaos Knights away.
Yeah.
Off, so they don't have to take it. That's it. Scoring no points though. As we move on to Battle Round 3, and there's no monsters to deal with either. They're both dead. Roll off time. Ivan ties. 5. Oh! It would be me.
Why do you do this?
It would be me.
Why do you do this?
I will go next.
Look at what?
I am the turn 1 player.
Mr. the dice.
Thank you. It's me. Hero phase, the Chaos Sorcerer Lord will put ocular visions on those Chaos Warriors, allowing them to reroll saving throws of 1. Pretty much gives them Mystic Shield automatically. We are going to pray with this bad boy here on a 3-up. Oh, he does! So he beseeches the Dark Gods and going to give them rerolling once to hit if they're mortal, or just if they have no mark. But if they do have a mark of Khorne, they get to reroll all failed hit rolls.
Oh shoot!
So they are rerolling all failed hit rolls.
Nice.
Not going to use any command abilities from my Chaos Lords. And the spell from the Sorcerer Lord. We got it with a 5, just barely. Need a 4 from your Rune Lord to try and stop that because it gets +2. That does stop it. So no power from him. So, rerolling failed hit rolls, rerolling saving throws of 1. And we're on to the movement phase. So these guys are already pretty close to that gun hauler. These ones are going to move up to be within 3. Because now they're going to take it out. Now that the dragons are done rampaging around, I can be a little more reckless. I was too afraid of getting too close and have the dragon fight me, which I didn't want. I'm not equipped to kill gigantic monsters like the Kharadron Overlords are. I can't put that model down. Ending there. These Chaos Warriors are going to move up. Just 3 inches away from said boat. I'm going to bring a boat down to the ground. I'm going to humble a boat. And everything is fun when it comes in waves of 2. So here we go. More warriors coming up. Oh, this guy's going to be a little blocked. You know what? We'll move him first. So you can go there. There we go. The Sorcerer is going to go there. The Shrine, move up to there. And, I don't know. I'm debating on putting him over there just because in case he dies, I can just kind of keep score going in some way, shape, or form.
In case he dies, Luka.
Right.
What do you think is going to kill him? Like
I don't
old
know.
age? Like
the shenanigans from them. I think at this point, though, because there's only 2 turns left, I can't lose because I'll gain... Because I'll go up to 6 victory points and you can get 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
You totally won on points.
Yeah.
This is just a moral victory for me.
It's just...
That's all I'm
You've
going.
killed the dragons to see if you can kill more stuff.
Let's see how much I can endure.
So with him, I want to get him into combat, but there's so many bodies of guys around, so we'll advance them to there. Advance.
He might get in eventually.
And these Chaos Knights are gonna march over this way. Lashing the whip on them, we want big numbers. Ah, they're only gonna go 9 inches. They're actually moving 8. So I'm gonna move over this way, and they're actually gonna trail behind there. And the Ogars are gonna run. They're not gonna amount to do anything. They're gonna go 12 inches though. Jeez. So they're just gonna go 10 because at some point they're gonna have to hop over the fence. And there's not much more room for them anyways. There they are. And again, the Chaos Lord's more than happy leading from the back here. You know what? He'll at least fly over this side. That put him in a dangerous spot. What are the range on the skyhooks? 18?
24?
Oh, they're pretty long range. You know what? We will stay back there. I kind of wanted to get him in combat, but you know what? He's happy there. Well, that's it for movement. We're right on to charging. We'll start with them. They will go. Ooh, geez, that's not good.
That's a 3.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
I don't have any guide to reroll that. Oh my goodness. Why did they do this? Why did they do this? Okay. Well, they're going to just stay in the back there. The Chaos Warriors up front will charge. 6, good enough. Kind of scary. Almost seeing a bad number there. Like a 2. Over there. Done there. And then I might as well charge in the Knights. Because I want something else to get in there. They'll need pretty high numbers. They fail. The Marauders are going to charge this boat that's got the last word. How does the last word
So
work?
the last word just means that when you charge him, not only am I going to get to drop my bombs like normal, I'm also going to fire my cannon once.
So is it just if I end within half the... If I just do the normal end within half an inch?
Yep.
Oh, they're going to charge 12. That's a lot of Marauders getting into combat.
Okay.
Oh, that perfect charge roll is completely surrounded.
That's nice.
I'm gonna maybe try and break it. You get to do D3 more wounds on a 4-up, and you get to shoot the last word. Detonation drills to make them fight last.
Yep.
So they fight last, and you get to fire the last word. Huh, he hits!
Oh!
2 to wound!
Hey!
No save, D6 damage. You kill maybe 6. Jeez.
Oh!
The shrine is there to protect them, though. I ignore 2 of them, so actually 4 go down.
Hey, that's something!
We'll take the 4 that aren't attacking, I suppose. That's not my banner. That's
Go
that's my banner.
Gunhauler! You did
4.
a thing, buddy!
Means I gotta fight with these because I can't fight with my Marauder, so they're not gonna bother piling in because I got as many in as I can. Alright, the champ hits on 2s. The rest on 3s, no rerolling because I don't have a hero nearby enough. And these are forced to wound with no rend. Oh, not bad. That's 7 wounds. 5 up armor saves. Got it.
Make them all! Make them all! No, it's dead.
And it doesn't blow up or anything, it just gets destroyed.
I wish.
So I kill a big ship.
Yep.
You get to fight with your Gunhauler against my Marauders.
Do!
He gets 2d6 plus 2 attacks in total because of the Belaying Valves and the Fragmentation charges. So total of 3 4s and 4s. Huge. Nothing. Womp womp.
Yeah, but he killed a bunch of stuff when they charged. So,
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that was...
But before I pile, I'm not going to bother piling with him because I already got as many guys in as I can. I'm going to roll a d6 on a... I get to add +1 to this roll because I have 20 or more models in the unit. On a 4 or more, I get to add +1 to hit. And on a 6 or more, I get to add +1 to wound as well. So I'm looking for 3s and 5s. Oh, I get neither. Sad. They're not Barbarian Hordes.
I'm so liking that.
30 guys attacking, including the champ. Here's 16 because of the champion from the first volley hitting on 4s, rerolling all failed hit rolls because of the prayer. Got 1 more hit. That was a really good roll. Forced to wound. That was a really good roll. Got a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds in the first volley. And the 15 other attacks on 4s, rerolling failed hit rolls. Why are they rolling so hot? How do you get 3 misses in that? How do they all hit? How do you get 15 hits on 4s? And 4 wound. No rerolling. So we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 wounds on the Gunhauler in total.
5 up. 5. I have to make 7 of these.
He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You made 3.
He's died.
I got him.
I think he's died.
He also doesn't blow up though.
No, he doesn't.
Let's get these stupid ships out of here. There we go. That's it for my turn. On to morale. I lost 4 guys. And I get +3, +4 because of the banner. So let's see what happens. Roll the 1. They're sticking around. Yeah. That's it for my turn. I'm going to get 3 victory points because that's the 3rd turn he's been watching over that objective.
Yep.
Puts me at 6-0 because I'm obviously amazing at this game. With the assistance of 1,000 points of dragons.
All right. Yeah.
So it's the hero phase now. You know how many ships? We did forget to heal the frigate from the tireless engine worker, but he was only 1 wound back, so it wouldn't have mattered.
He would have been 2 wounds when you killed him with like 10 damage. Woo!
Exactly. Now we've got your chemists that have to do some work. What is the plan with the chemists?
So the chemists, this chemist here is going to buff the skyhooks on these guys.
Right.
And then he's also going to buff the, I think he's going to buff the
hammer?
Hammer on this guy.
The hammer on the admiral? Give a +1 attack?
I think so. And then this guy's going to buff the skyhooks here and the saws here.
That makes sense. Yeah. And you have your 1 command point. Is it again going to be lead by example?
Yes. He's going to talk softly and carry a big hammer.
So what is that? It gives him a +2 to hit or extra attacks?
Reroll failed hits and wounds in the combat phase until my next hero phase.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Pretty good with the extra buff from the Aether Chemist.
Let's see
if the Rune Lord can crack off a spray on a 2-up. He does.
Yay! I am going to give them the wounds, actually. So they're going to be at, -1 rend.
Oh, they're going to get additional rend on them.
Yeah,
okay.
Get additional rend. We're going all for the damage here.
That's fair.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, because like
the
there's no point in being defensive.
No, exactly. We just got to get in there. So they're going to take the extra rend.
Because the sad thing is, like, your skyboats left you. Like, it just left you to die.
You know what? They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They could have done a bit more damage. But they absorbed the charges, and they gave these guys an extra round of shooting into whatever they wanted.
Right.
That's realistically what they're there to do. So
right.
Okay. 4 inches this way.
Oh, Argonaut coming with his skyhook comes down. Well, I forgot they had cover, but...
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's true, they would have had
the
cover.
whole time we forgot they had cover.
I forgot they had cover. Oh,
that's
well.
alright. Get to within 3.
Yeah, these guys are just going to move around this way.
Yeah, they're just going to come up this way and stay within 3 of that guy. Get as much frontage as possible.
Alright, they've all moved. He's actually gotten within range of the artifact or the
I got an objective!
You'll be getting
got an objective!
Assuming he lives.
It's true.
But he does claim it now. It is his objective. And I can't move him off there until I kill him. And this blob has just shifted. The riggers are staying right there. And that's it. We're right on shooting. Where do you want to start?
I'm going to start with my lone skyhook over there.
Lone skyhook into what?
Skyhook.
Chaos Knights?
He's going to go into the Chaos Knights.
Try to take out the Knights. Yeah. Right. 1 shot on 4. He misses. He tried. Admiral's firing his pistol into the warriors. 3's to hit. No re-rolling. 1 hit. 4 wound. -1?
Yeah.
5 up. We take
Bam! 1
kills this guy in the middle because he had a wound. Boop. All of the rivet guns into the Chaos Warriors. This time it's only 21 shots. 3's to hit. 4s. -1 puts me at a 5 up. Rerolling these 1s because of the ocular lens didn't really matter. They all still failed. That kills off 2.5 of them. Kill off you 2. He was there to try and keep coherency, so I can't lose him. Next, I'll have to lose probably the champion, actually. I'll put that on the champ. But I am within range of the chariot, which I don't want to forget. Oh, that's what I get for forgetting. I ignore no damage. Woo! This chemist is going to shoot at them. 3d6 shots. Gonna be 7.
7, that's not.
These are hitting on 4s. Oh, jeez. Winning on 4s. We got 1. It's -2, so I have 6 up. We make it.
Ah! No!
Naturally. Okay. This entire unit of 10 Arcanauts, all into the Warriors of Chaos. Skyhooks! 3, 4s. No rerolling. That's a good roll, though. And 3's to wound. And we got 4. 6 up armor because it's -2. Rolling any 1s. We fail 3. 3d3. 2, 4, 5. Which I ignore on 6s. I ignore 3 of them. So you die and you take a wound. Now all of the privateer pistols. 4s. And 4s. There you go. It's 11 wounds from the pistols. Got 4 up armor against that. Reroll the 1s. Because of the that was a fail. That was the 1. Or that was like a 3 or something. 6 failed armor saves. 6 is to ignore damage. Oh, that's 3 more dead. So that's these 3 dead. And you take a wound.
Chemist with the relic.
Now it's the relic Aether Chemist time. And it's going to be... Okay, 7 again. Hitting on 4s. Ooh, enough force.
Okay.
And -2,
Minus
so
2.
6 up's probably gonna go through. And I'm not in range of the banner anymore. Or the chariot.
Nice.
So that does kill him off. And I have to take a battle shock.
Yeah.
Because I lost... I had 8 guys, so I just lost 7. I'm bravery 7, so I'm losing D6 guys. He runs away. That's the relic that forces me to take a battle shock immediately after he shoots. That was a good use of it, actually. Forgot to mention they're declaring shield wall, so they're not charging.
Oh, wait. No, they will be charging.
Oh, they are charging, so no shield wall then. Gotcha.
They will.
This unit of Arcanaut Company is going to try and take out these chariots that have been struggling to make it into combat. These are the 6 sky hooks on
See if
force.
we can make them struggle a little more.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, 4 hits. 3 to wound. And 1 wound! I failed my save.
Okay.
Failed save means 3 damage they take, so that's, I think they have 7 wounds. He's down
I
to,
forgot about the pistol.
technically hasn't taken the damage yet, but he will be down to 4 when we have the pistols to fire. Pistols?
21.
On 4s. And 4s!
Ooh.
5, 8. 4 of armor. Oh, wow. 2 damage? Alright, he's got 2 left. Let's see if we get the grapple off in the shooting phase on a 4-up. Surely won't fail again. There you go!
Perfect!
There's that natural
Love
fail.
it.
You brought 2 for this reason.
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
That's,
Sure.
Yeah.
Clearing a charge for them anyways. That one's pretty bad. I'll let you reroll that one. It's a double one, but...
Oh, here, well.
Alright. 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 They're not doing anything.
No, they're, yeah.
Jeez, this game is nothing. What is going on? Are they going to charge?
Yes, yes, they are.
Charging the Marauders?
Why not?
Alright, double ones fail. They're in with a 7.
Yay!
And they're in combat now.
Okay.
That's your only combat, so you might as well go ahead and do it.
I might as well. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. You ready?
Yep. What do they hit on?
4s and 3s.
These are the two-handed weapons, by the way.
Correct.
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
As you desperately try and kill barbarians.
Minus 2 rend.
That's how much damage is that?
1.
Oh, you kill 3 then.
Yep.
We'll go 1, 2, 3 as they get cut down, and then I'll pile in and fight. So you'll make it over there. 16 of them after they pile in get to swing, but Barbarian Hordes first. Oh, they get +1 to hit and wound. Oh, they got the big one. Makes up for the lack of it. So they hit on 3s, rerolling everything, wound on 3s.
Okay.
17 attacks because of the champ on 3s. We're rerolling everything because I still have that prayer up. The reroll. I have 3 misses. And these are wounding on 3s because of the Barbarian Hordes. No rerolling though.
Got a real choice of, like...
H5 up saves. I kill 7.
Yep.
Oh, those poor dwarves. 7 warriors go down.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this guy because he's the banner.
Yep, and then that's the champ as well, so I
Yeah,
kind of
so we'll keep those guys, and then we'll take everybody else's over here. I've got 3 now.
Alright, 3 remain over there. That is it for combat. You owe me a morale. I owe you a morale. I don't think I'm gonna fail though. 3 plus, nope, they were rolling low consistently. And what do you know what their morale is? They're dwarves.
They're dwarves. Their morale is 6.
Oh, they also have the banner that makes them lose only half?
So yes, they have the clan banner, so they're only gonna lose half of the amount that normally would run.
Rounded up or down?
Rounded up, I think.
D6 plus 1 run, so 3 run.
Rounded.
So is that everyone but the champion runs?
Yeah, everybody but the champion. Still one guy. That's all you need.
That's it for the 3rd turn. Just 2 turns left. So you'll get a point there. Yeah, you'll just get the 1 point there. So you're on the scoreboard now.
Yeah! I did it! Let's score 1 for the KO. Well, sort of.
Sort of. You know what? Again, you had to fight it almost. I think it was maybe even over 1,000 points of dragons because he was 560.
It's 240, 240, and 540. So it's like 1,020.
That's
Isn't it?
Wait.
Is my math wrong? 240 and 240.
It is. Yeah, it's 1,020. Yeah, you're 1,020. Yeah, 1,020. 1020. That's okay. With all those dragons, it would have been a completely different game.
Yes.
Now, Trevor and I are going to call the game there. I'll give you that the official awkward left-handed handshake. I want to say that, yes, you killed the dragons, but maybe you weren't able to hold off the Barbarian Hordes that were trying to stop you from doing
Look,
that.
I don't think I'm in a bad position here.
Actually, honestly, you're not.
If I had been less aggressive with these guys last turn, there would be a few more orcs there.
Yeah.
Which would be just enough to hold these guys until these guys come around the corner.
And start shooting
Then
them
I'm
up.
going to start blasting them. This guy will hold them for another... Like, I could probably table I've got 9 engine riggers left.
Yeah.
2 units of Arcanauts.
Yeah.
2 chemists, an admiral.
You got 2 1/10, sir.
So 2 1/10 exactly.
Yeah, you get 2 1/10 left.
You know what, this is what I'm saying. So this is where this army is making me really happy. First of all, I'm going to say this is going to be my army for the next year.
Right.
Shout out to Rob at the Honest Wargamer for all the work he's been doing. His website, if you haven't seen it, check it out. The rundowns are amazing. And he put me onto the idea of doing one list for a year.
One list?
Well, as close as possible to the list.
Okay.
Right, so you change it as little as possible, but you play the same army. He's been doing Legion of Asgore for the last year.
Oh, the Forge World Dwarves!
Oh, fun. But anyway, so I'm going to keep... And this is where it gives me hope, is because, look, I had to fight 3 Forge World Dragons.
Yeah.
And half of your Marauders are half of your army's almost gone.
Oh, for sure.
And I've still got, like, half of mine.
Yeah.
There's gas in this tank.
No, you're in a really good position. Like at best, what I could hope for is on this turn. If I was to go next, they go in, and they wouldn't do as much damage as I wanted to take them out. And then the warriors would come in, and that's still not a guaranteed charge. So you are in a good position because that's like they move up to there. It's still like a 4 or 5 inch charge, and I've been rolling crap on my charges all day. Well, other than the 12.
Do like I can get the admiral.
He's in there too. Yeah, he's good.
Pretty punchy.
He's very good.
He's surprisingly punchy.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I played with him a couple times. He's good.
There you go. Yeah.
I know to watch out for him because, like, yeah, realistically, I have nothing left over here. Like, he hasn't been in the game because he's been getting objectives.
Yeah.
All game, but over there, like he won the game technically.
He did.
Like
100%.
Turn 1 command point run, got on the objective, and that was it.
Yep.
Like if we're doing any sort of a post game show here, which we are. It's pretty much him. That was it. That was the one command point and then 3 dragons.
Yeah.
My army didn't do anything. The Marauders killed the gun hauler and they killed some dwarves, but that's only because you fed the dwarves to me. Because at this point, like, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Just throw dwarves in. They didn't do anything.
All the chaff in this army did exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. I find the Slaves to Darkness to be such an underwhelming army. They don't really hit hard. They have a lot of wounds. And they have an average save. A lot of wounds with an average save.
I don't think they're that bad. I think they're a good army, a good vanilla army to play against.
Yes.
They don't have any crazy tricks. They do a fair amount of damage. They have a fair amount of wounds. They're pretty tanky. They've got a little bit of, spells and stuff to look after. I think they're a really good litmus test army.
Right. They're literally like they do a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. They can dip into every pool of Age of Sigmar. They're the chaos jack of all trades.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
Literally. Like the Chaos Knights are pretty powerful on the charge, but you have to remember they're only hitting on 4s, and I rolled very well. Mm-hmm. That's with the glaives though, but that's the only way you really should run them.
I suppose if somebody's not rolling taco cats all day,
100%.
maybe it's a different army.
Because they go in and they get maybe half their hits, but they did pretty good damage to the frigate. Yep. The gun hauler went down, but ideally that's what you're using your bows for. They're like, oh, take the initial big charges. Oh, that thing did a lot of damage. All my Arcanaut company was going to shoot it down now and take it out.
The Arcanauts need to be given time to do their work.
Yeah,
in the KO list.
This would have been a completely different game had we not fought with the Realmscape features of Ghur.
Yeah, but honestly, I asked for it.
This is true.
I came in, I was like, let's do one in Ghur. I want to see beasts.
You're trying to forge the narrative of your army, right?
Yeah, well, there's that, and everybody always says it's a game you're never going to get to play, and we got a chance to play it. I'm happy about
yeah, it's because like you go to your local gaming store and it's like who carries around 2 extra monsters with them?
Yeah, exactly.
Who just
or 3 in this case.
In this situation, 3.
No, you just have 3 Forge World Dragons kicking around. Cool.
Yeah, we'll play that game.
Don't you?
Yeah. Look.
Come on.
I was dragon taming barbarians, and you wanted dragon meat, and you killed dragons, but your boats left you outside of my encampment.
They left with the dragon meat. It's okay.
Oh, they carved it all up. That's exactly what happened. That magma dragon went down like a chump.
Oh my gosh.
He went down like a chump.
He didn't even kill this guy!
He couldn't.
Look at him!
540-point monster couldn't kill a 10-man squad of Arcanauts from combat. That's ridiculous.
That's because you rolled really poorly.
Yes.
That was the one time you rolled really poorly. Well, maybe not the one time. All those charges, too.
Yeah, the chariot's not doing so hot.
Yeah, I got
that could have been better. I like how I added these ogres to my army and all they did was run up the flank all game.
Well, you know what they did? Realistically, what those ogres did is stop me from killing your chariots with my engine riggers.
Yeah.
If those ogres hadn't been there,
yeah, you would have charged in.
Over there, they would have been gone.
That's
first turn, like.
This is true. That's why they're there, because like once they get charged skill, that's why they come in, because they can realistically keep up with them at somewhat of a pace. And then they go in, I kill them, and then all of a sudden you lose one of the biggest heavy hitters in the army. Because they're not very durable. They have like, what, a 4-up armor save with 2 wounds?
Yeah, exactly.
They're Chaos Warriors without a reroll.
Yep.
And
there's no way you can buff them in any way, shape, or form.
Defensively.
For defensive, yeah.
And the ogres are 2 damages a swing. Yeah, they're 2 damages a
So
swing.
every swing is just an engine.
And they're 4 swings each. 5 on the champion. No armor penetration though, so you do have a 4-up armor save against their attacks.
Yeah, but that's 50% at
Yeah.
best.
So you lose 50%. Well, yeah, you lose
Maybe
50%.
not at best, but
It's
best that you can count.
the ogres are hit surprisingly hard. Anyways, everyone, that is the end of this game between Trevor and myself. Hopefully you enjoyed the little narrative here. I like to kind of building up Trevor's army. Like, now you get an idea of why they're here. They're in Ghur, this company of Arcanauts with their conscripted orcs and Gretchen or Grott?
Grotts.
I can't remember. I can never remember.
I wish they would just make it the same thing.
I think it's Grotts because I think Gretchen were the
Gretchen's
ogres.
40,000. 40,000.
40. Yeah, Warhammer 40,000.
And the
No, Grotts are also 40k. It's
they really?
the Gretchen were. I'm pretty sure. Oh, my thing is Snotlings.
These are. You know what? I'm gonna say they're Gretchen.
They might be Gretchen.
Because they're a little bit more like tool using and like. So the Gretchens, I think, are what comes with they come with like the big weapons, right? Then the mechs and stuff.
Yeah. I can't remember. I don't know why this
green guys.
is bothering me.
I call them goblins. All the time.
There was the ogres got something that weren't goblins. They got Gretchen, I believe, in fantasy.
Oh, there's another one too.
Yeah.
There's like
There's Snotlings, too.
kobolds or something.
I don't think there's any kobolds.
Maybe not kobolds. There's something else.
I know there's Snotlings, Grotts, and Gretchen.
Yeah.
I think Grotts are 40k.
Okay.
So please don't leave a comment making fun of us too harshly over this, but I can't remember and I should know. I know, I just can't remember right now.
They're tiny orcs.
Yeah,
They're
literally.
tiny,
Little,
mischievous orcs.
tiny little mischievous green orcs. Happy wargaming, everybody.
Happy wargaming.